It's why you want her to kind of laugh in your face and say, well, here are my choices. You go, hey, nice try. And just smile and be quiet. Because it's not our words. There's great power in being quiet. Great power in being quiet. Look at the crucifixion of Christ. Can't say too much, but great power. Can't deny the power that was there. So I'm not going to debate with you, but choices are a great way, and that starts a training. And for you with older kids, man, I want to sit down.
That hit home a lot
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
Have that conversation. And you know what? Don't ever think that it's too late. You have a bright girl. She's been raised in a home where she knows she's loved. You know, your kids know that. Maybe things don't always go perfectly smoothly. I haven't heard a home that does yet. So, but I'm saying that she knows that. So now go after that. I just want to say here, it says the first person to present his case in Proverbs 18:17. The first person to present his case seems right till another comes forward and questions him. When I listen, when I go approach it from this way, she sounds right until I can say, yeah, but what happens when? Okay? In the Message it says, the first speech in a court case is always convincing until the cross-examination starts. I love that. You know, so you are kind of the cross-examiners in some of these instances with your children. So that pretty much sums it up. You've got a little bit of work to do, and there's another article at the end. Can you tell me what the name of that is? It's Freedom or something there.
Freedom is learned.
Right. I want to train them in that freedom. And it's a sweet article that I think is practical enough, so find some time between now and then. Next week, I need to leave here by 7 o'clock. I'm warning you now. That's probably impossible, but I need to be scooting out of here around 7, and because I have someplace I need to be. I'm so sorry about that, but it's not the longest unit, so it's a good unit to do that on. Do we come here, or do we go, where are we next?
We can hear you. Yeah, that's
Okay,
awesome.
you know what, if I
Before
Can
we
you get us all
close,
going by 5 then? Can you be?
I'm pretty good at that.
Can we get going?
So before we go, let's get one
A
thing we're gonna
commitment.
use tonight.
All right.
Becky first.
Um,
One thing we're gonna use.
I think just giving better choices, you know, maybe both choices that I, either choice I like and.
Yeah.
Choices before she becomes defiant.
Right.
No?
That was mine.
That's good. Well, that's okay. It's great for a couple to work together. And you just kind of sprinkle a few here, a few there, a few here. You don't have to give so many choices that it's like, I'm sick of it and she is.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Rebecca?
I think that, like Mike touched on earlier, I need to really analyze the protest versus the disrespect, because with the teenagers, it's automatically disrespect in my mind, and I don't think that's the case. And more importantly, they're clearly old enough to have a really candid discussion about attitude.
Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think that it's going to be more powerful coming from me than him, because I think particularly Allison and I have a further way to go than Mike and Allison do.
And it's okay to say to her, I've noticed that. I've noticed that when Dad talks to you or when I talk to you, this happens. I've noticed that. Tell me about that.
Right.
For Candace and Allison, to give them more power, more ability to make decisions on their own, because for one, they haven't proven to us that they can't, because they've been great kids. But instead of 2 years, we have 2 months. So we need her to start making decisions while we're here. And
did you hear him say that the parents of this girl said that mistakes were made? It wasn't always smooth. She goofed up.
right.
So it's okay. And then you have your whole love and logic. This is really a bummer.
I probably tend to do statements as opposed to questions, so I'll have it be more questions than statements.
And it's so close, a question and a statement. The same words are just arranged a little different.
It's funny, I actually have the same one, because I think when I use statements a lot, especially with Luke, and I think it shuts him down rather than him giving us some resistance. So to empower him a little bit more to make choices rather than just say, oh, that's what Mom said, okay, I can't do this, but then he's almost fearful, and I don't want him to be like that.
Great.
Choices.
Okay. I was thinking about your littlest guy. you know, sprinkling tons of little choices, and then I'm going, no choice, no, put your clothes on, we're going to school, you know?
I'm gonna do the McDonald's thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
I have a half day tomorrow, so I'm gonna take
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I will be circling McDonald's
I will
until
be
he
going-
notices.
Yeah. I will be, yeah. So we'll see how that teeth brushing goes tonight.
Yeah. Isn't it great to go home with a plan?
Kristen's gonna be like, what happened?
I think I wanna also look at the protest versus disrespect, cause I think Tristan, this 8-year-old in particular, does have some protest in there. And then with the choices, I've always given a lot of choices, but, the not waiting too long to have them make the choice. I think that's something that I see all the time with Alexa. She likes the choices and then she'll wait and wait and wait and wait, and I just need to go in there next. Okay, you didn't make a choice, then mommy makes a choice, and
And when she might say, oh, don't worry, there are gonna be more choices in about 20 minutes.
I think one of the things I wanna try when the next time Kristen leaves is a schedule of choices, basically. Cause I don't really talk a whole lot. So, what I wanna be able to do is just basically say, these are the things that need to be done before you go to bed. You guys choose the time that you wanna do it.
That does work for our kids. We have a fluke, if we tell them 15 minutes, you know, TV's off, you gotta go to bed. So once we announce them ahead of time, it's amazing. But if we like spur of the moment, shut the TV off or spur of the moment leave,
Yeah.
oh, like.
Sebastian shut Star Wars off himself last night. I was so proud. I said, at 7:45, I want you to turn it off.
It's so logical. I mean, what were
He
we?
presses pause and he walks away. He goes, I wanna pick up where the Rancor, he's a woman. You know, I said, that's fine.
Yeah.
What did you just say?
something
He
about
goes,
a rancor.
I wanna pick up where the Rancor monster eats the woman. You remember that? She had the long hair and the Rancor comes and eats her.
He's citing a specific scene instead
She's
of
never
this
seen one episode or 1 minute of Star Wars.
There should be a club for us.
Classic.
There should be a non-Trekkie club.
There is. They're usually rooms with padded
Yeah,
walls.
they're normal people.
Or it's called Pulp Fiction.
Well, I tell you what,
Alright, I'm gonna give it back to her.
yeah, well, no, thank you so much. I really love you guys.